Welcome back to Thundersport GB at Snetterton in Norfolk, and we saw highlights earlier from them and now a chance to enjoy again the Junior Powerbike and Street Fighter A and B classes. Lovely mix of machinery, and there Alex Heaton and there Steve Joy. Look, two riders, two completely different bikes, and that makes for a great spectacle and great entertainment from Junior Powerbike, Street Fighter. No pole position man, of course. Ian Cooper unfortunately break his collarbone in the fall in the earlier race. But Ian, looking forward to this one. Red lights are on.
Yeah, and Steve Joy looks determined there to get a good start. The big 990 KTM powering away from the grid as they head down towards Ritchie's for the first time. And Bernie Price, brilliant start on the 750 GSX Suzuki, slotting into second place, and I think it was it Alex Heaton up to third?
Yep, it certainly looked like Alex. He's on the 111 machine, the Suzuki, powering down Revit straight there. But look at this, it's such a wonderful sight, isn't it? Steve Joy is first into the S's, and this is where bike and rider, my goodness me, these tight twisty bits really don't seem to favour the Street Fighters, but they still chuck them in there like goodness, don't they?
Oh, definitely. And look, Steve Joy still managing to hold on there ahead of Bernie Price. It looked like it was Clint De T that got a great start and was up into third as they came down under the bridge. But now, and that into the lead as they came through Russell's. There's been all sorts of shake about there, and that is number 97 Paul Turner, and Paul Turner actually set the fastest lap in the opening race.
Hey, look at Sam Reed there too, crouched down on the Street Fighter B, and he's giving it hammer as they cross the start-finish line. But Clint De T in this weekend, he's just suddenly seemed to move up a couple of notches. He's right on it. He's been there or thereabouts throughout the season, but this weekend at Snet, he really seems on fire, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, after the first 4 rounds, he'd been there or thereabouts, as you said, but not on the podium. And, of course, he's won the first race, and he's now setting about chasing after Steve Joy. But, yeah, as we say, the big Street Fighter machines down that long Revit straight really do come into their own. But once you get into the S's and through the bomb hole and corums, everybody else catches them up.
And John Hardwick there leading Street Fighter B class. But he'll be coming under pressure, I'm sure, from Sam Reed. And there, look at this, Alex Heaton and Tony Coombs, and they're either side there of Steve Hodgson.
Yeah, Steve Hodgson, the joint of beef in a Junior Powerbike sandwich.
Yep, it may be rare, but he's well done. Here they come up the straight towards us, and Clinton Tatanowski is going to get alongside Steve Joy. Is he as they come to the line? No, Steve just claims it, but, well, I thought Clinton was going to stuff it up the inside at Ritchie's, but he thinks better of it. And there, Tony Coombs once again battling with Steve Hodgson. And this, you see, it's such a good illustration of the glory of this Junior Powerbike and Street Fighter A and B classes. So many different machines, so many different profiles. It's absolutely fascinating for spectators. And I know that as the season goes on, more and more of them are just loving this. And I'll tell you what, who's loving it? Clint De T. He has got ahead on Revit straight there. Steve Joy in second place. And number 37, the leading Street Fighter B runner, that is John Hardwick. And sure enough, Sam Reed on 99 that's getting up close behind him, so battle is joined in Street Fighter B.
Yeah, meanwhile, Clinton Detonowski out in front now as Alex Heaton begins to put Steve Joy under pressure as they come into Russell's. Alex Heaton into second position, but now we're on to the Stenner Straight, and look at the acceleration of that KTM Duke. Paul Turner with them as well, and the KTM on the outside as the Junior Powerbikes try and stick to that inside wall there. And geez, did you see the amount of ground that Steve Joy pulled?
I tell you what, another one to keep your eye on as well in that bunch is Bernie Price. I reckon this is Bernie Price's weekend of the year so far. He's got his nose right in there. Keep an eye on the number 75 Street Fighter A bike. Here he comes down under the bridge as we follow Clinton Tatanowski, young South African, out in the lead. This he's made this circuit his own this weekend, hasn't he? But yes, look at Bernie there, right up with Steve Joy and ahead of Alex Heaton.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. I mean, that 750 GSX Suzuki, you just wouldn't think it would have the same sort of speed as the 650 Mini Twins of Alex Heaton and Tony Coombs, would you?
No, I tell you what, there's a lot of guys on the banks have been picking up on this particular category throughout the year, and they've been thinking about building up bikes for this Street Fighter A and B classes. They really have caught the imagination. Clinton De T there, leading across the line, but look at this, who wants second? I think they all do.
Well, there's about 5 of them there that do want it, and at the moment it's Tony Coombs goes up in second. Alex Heaton getting forced very wide there, and that's allowed Paul Turner through into 3rd position. Poor old Alex getting hung out to dry by Steve Joy.
Yeah, Paul Turner determined not to let Tony Coombs run away up the road. He watched that move and he shadowed it every inch of the way, but look at it, the fighting behind allowing Clinton a little bit more comfort in the lead, but Tony Coombs comes there down through the haze, and Paul Heaton right in his wheel tracks. It's now, I think, on the road, all about the battle for second. But don't forget, we've got the 2 other classes there, the battle for Street Fighter A and Street Fighter B, and they're still at it like knives.
Yeah, of course, Steve Joy and Bernie Price, as we say, head in the Street Fighter A class, but Steve Hodgson not that far behind on the number 200 KTM, but now they've got away from Steve Joy and beginning to pull a bit of a gap. And there are the Street Fighter A's, but no, this is the Junior Powerbike first. Clinton De T, that bike based on the Ducati Monster, and then the 650 SV Suzuki-based machines of Tony Coombs, Paul Turner, and Alex Heaton up the inside.
Yeah, Alex Heaton doing to Paul Turner what Paul Turner did to Steve Joy just a couple of laps ago. That is shaping up to be a lovely battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th in Junior Powerbikes, but there's no battle right up the front. Look at this. Clinton De T, he just seems to have got this place sus. Do remember that Clinton had absolutely no knowledge of circuits in this country before this season started. Fantastic stuff from him, and fantastic stuff from Alex Heaton. He just nips by Tony Coombs there, but Tony comes back at him as they run down through the bomb hole, and once again, well, they're not giving this one up, are they?
No, this one's going to run all the way to the end, isn't it? And brilliant ride from Paul Turner. Really is putting these 2 under enormous amounts of pressure as well. And it's Alex Heaton round the outside into Russell's. Can he hold it on the way out? Well, yes is the answer.
And there we see Kevin Smith under pressure from Paul Martin. No, it's not that flog it man. This is Paul Martin, Clinton De T teammate. Clinton leading this one, but Paul having a good run there. And Clinton down under the bridge and into the Essie, supremely untroubled. And just really, you'd fancy, got to keep it on the island to pick off another win here this weekend. But second, oh goodness me! That was Alex Heaton running into the back of Tony Coombs, and both Tony and Paul Turner having to take avoiding action there, and good to see that Alex Heaton got up at the end of that, and there he is with the marshals just recovering the bike. Very nasty moment at high speed under braking as they came off Revit straight, but Alex walks away, thank goodness. Meanwhile, Clinton De T starts his final lap of this ex-American Air Force base from the Second World War, that is Snetterton circuit. And there, Steve Joy. And this is such a good ride, isn't it, by Bernie Price. He's had him under pressure for the entire race.
Yeah, indeed. And now coming under pressure is the 3rd of the Street Fighter A's of Steve Hodgson, and he's got Sam Reed on the 1st of the Street Fighter B machines closing down on him, as well as Martin Bissell on the Junior Powerbike, as the rest of the Street Fighter B's come through there as well. John Hardwick in there, as is Graham Allen.
Yeah, I think Keith Sabine well up in the Street Fighter B's as well, but Clinton De T got a bit of work to do, getting past a few of the back markers, but so smoothly done. Another lovely race from Clinton here at Snet. Checker flag being made ready as he runs up the centre straight. Yes, he'll take a piece of that. Well done, sir. Number 1 again. But behind, oh yeah, everybody's looking for him. Paul Turner finished 2nd, ahead of Steve Joy and Bernie Price. Then Sam Reed in 5th, Steve Hodgson 6th, Martin Bissell 7th, Keith Sabine in 8th, John Hardwick 9th, and Graham Allen rounding out that top 10.
Yeah, and a replay of that incident, and Alex Heaton just getting the braking slightly wrong, running into the back of Tony Coombs, and both Tony Coombs and Paul Turner lucky to avoid the sliding Alex Heaton there. Tony Coombs unfortunately forced to retire as well from that incident.
Yep, took a bit of a battering, but there's the man of the moment, Clint De T taking the win.
Winner of the Junior Powerbike race, Clint De T, the South African. He must be well happy with that.
Yeah, we're very chuffed. You know, it's been a long season for us, and we've made improvements, but they've been small, but always in the right direction. And we're just so happy to be up with the front runners now. And yeah, I'm very hopeful for the season. Our points are getting better. I'm chuffed to be racing. The last time I raced was in 2005, and I'm learning how to race again with the guys, and it's great to be out here. It's a privilege, really. It really is.
And then you've closed the gap now on Tony Coombs in the championship, so you're looking to take the championship win?
Well, like I say, I'm very hopeful. You know, each step, even this round, we've learned things and we're making improvements with suspension. Our bike's a little bit heavier than the rest of the bikes. They tend to get away from us in the corners, so we're compromising between grip and handling. But yeah, we kept competitive now, and I got to say thanks to my sponsors, to Jerry, he's one of our sponsors in the team, and thanks to my team, the Night Road Race team, and of course, you know, Thundersport GB is a great series, and it's well run. I got to say thanks to you guys.